What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of the Narcissists Code. I'm your favorite self-aware narcissist, Mr. Lee Hammock, better known as Mental Healness across all social media platforms. This is your first time seeing my face or hearing my voice. I'm a diagnosed narcissist, and I use my platform on social media to, raise awareness for NPD, get more people into therapy, like myself, 5 years strong, and also validate the victims, survivors, and thrivers of said disorder. Today's episode is going to be about how do narcissists choose their partners? How do narcissists choose who they are with? I know people, let me go and stop you right there. I know people are going to say like, well, Lee, you already made a mistake in the beginning. It's how do narcissists choose their victims? That's you should have just said that from the beginning. No, yeah, because me personally, from my own perspective, I don't think most narcissists seek out to hurt you from the beginning. I've done a few videos on that before. Feel free to search my channel. I've done two. It'd be hard for me. If I can find it, I will link it. But I don't think most narcissists set out to just like, ooh, empath, I'm going to hurt you. It just doesn't work that way, y'all. It's a lot deeper than that. I know a lot of people, when you see some other people's channels, when they talk about narcissistic people or narcissistic toxic relationships, whatever, they make it seem like all narcissists like put on their, their empath goggles and hunt down prey. Like empaths give off an aroma or a scent or something like that. So that's my first point right there, y'all. Narcissistic people don't seek out like empaths. This is not intended to ruffle no feathers, y'all, but truly listen to me when I say this. They just don't seek out empaths, because if they just sought out empaths, they mean they would just only end up with empaths most times. But narcissistic people can end up with all other narcissistic people. Narcissistic people can end up with borderlines, will end up with antisocial people, can end up with other different people who have their own mental health things going on as well. They're just not like they go for the perfect empath or codependent person. If there's no there's no marker. You don't have a genetic marker to determine if you're an empath or whatever. You know what I mean? It just doesn't work that way. So how I think narcissistic people choose their partners is just how most people choose their partners. I think physical attraction plays a role into it at first. To a lot of people, it just does. I'm physically attracted to you. Let's make you feel. Are you physically attracted to me? Whatever attraction is, could be financial attraction. Who knows what it is, y'all? Attraction plays a role. I don't think attraction to your personality type, because they don't. How do they know your personality type without knowing you, without meeting you, without talking to you? You see what I'm saying? I know that online and stuff like online dating and things like that make it a little bit easier to know people and stuff like that, but like they still don't know your personality type, who you actually are in person. You see what I'm saying? So if you meet people in person, yeah, they can pick up on who you are, and then it can go from there. But it's just not like I come out the house one day and just like, I knew it. It's December. The empaths are downwind today. Let me go ahead and go upwind so I can hide my narcissistic scent so they can't tell I'm coming for them. No, it don't work that way, y'all. I think physical attraction plays a huge role into it. And once you get to start talking to this person, getting to know this person, meeting this person, who you are determines the way the relationship goes, y'all. Who you are determines the way the relationship goes. Yes, I repeated it twice because I knew you need to hear it twice. Who you are, what you have going on within yourself determines where the relationship goes. I don't think narcissistic people typically seek out people who don't have strong boundaries, but they end up with them because those boundaries are not present up front. So if you don't have strong boundaries and you are a yes person or a yes man or yes woman, if you don't know how to say no to people, if you don't know how to stand up for yourself and things like that, you get run over a lot, and then you end up with a narcissistic person. Yeah, your boundaries, the or lack thereof, are going to be brought to the surface, and then they're going to take advantage of you. You see what I'm saying? It goes from there. If I meet you, if you are a person with strong boundaries, you meet this toxic person and you set a boundary and they try to roll over it, you typically end the relationship then and there. You typically end the relationship then and there, so the relationship doesn't progress. You see what I'm saying? I want you, I'm attracted to you, but the relationship doesn't progress because your boundaries are in place, and you don't change your boundaries because you like me, because you think I'm attractive or something like that. You think I'm funny, so you change your boundaries. No, it doesn't work that way. If you have strong boundaries, the relationship can't go anywhere. You see what I'm saying? How would it? How would it? Yeah, I know narcissist people, a lot of narcissists are good at manipulating people and things like that, but how would it go anywhere if you yourself have your boundaries up? You know what I mean? Like I said, how? If you don't have strong boundaries, and if you end up with a narcissist, then you will have this this horrible dynamic, this toxic dynamic in your relationship. You see what I'm saying? It goes for me in my mind, it goes from there. You end up in this toxic ass, this horrible dynamic because of where you are, your lack of boundaries, your lack of, maybe it's your lack of foundational relationship experience. Maybe you don't have a lot of relationship experience. And you end up with this manipulative, narcissistic person. They got you. You see what I'm saying? Who you are determines where the relationship goes. Like I said, are some narcissistic people cold, calculated, and horrible, evil people? Absolutely yes. Do some tend on manipulating you from the beginning? Absolutely yes. Do some study your social media and your dating profiles and your own, your dating app profiles and stuff like that for who you are and ways to manipulate you and ways to get you to fall for them quicker? Yes, some of them absolutely do. You know what I mean? But for the less planning narcissistic person, the more casual narcissist, the casual narcissist, the narcissist that dresses casually, they don't do that, y'all. I'm telling you, a lot of them intend on trying to be with you. Yeah, they put their, like I said, they don't put their own best foot forward. They mirror you and give you back what you're giving them typically, but it's not set to go that way, y'all. You know what I mean? It's not set to go that way, because you get a lot of people just like, well, narcissists typically don't, narcissists go after weak people. Narcissists go after people that are less successful than them and stuff like that, which is, that's just such a vague generalization. A lot of narcissistic people go for successful people in high positions because it makes them look better sometimes. You know what I mean? I've talked, me personally, or doing my Zoom calls, I've talked to celebrities, I've talked to successful people. Narcissistic people go for them as well. They go for celebrities. They go for, people, they go for public figures and things of that nature. They go for people, and they typically try to bring them down a notch. Once they get you, they try to bring you down a notch, especially if they're also a celebrity or something like that. You know what I mean? If they themselves are also a celebrity or public figure or somebody like that, somebody that's famous and whatnot, and you are as well, they try to, bring you down a notch. Hey, I'm here. You need to be here. You see what I'm saying? And this is just not for, a male narcissist with a woman codependent or whatever, or whoever. It goes both ways. But like I said, that's how it goes, though, y'all. Who you are determines the direction the relationship typically goes in. You don't give off a scent. There's no special aroma you have. There's no, unless I didn't see it on Amazon, there's no scent called empath. Let me look at that real quick. There better not be a scent on Amazon called empath. Scent. There better not be a scent called empath. There better not. Empath, shielding, smudge, spirit. Oh my goodness. So, clearing energy. Oh my goodness. There's always something out here, isn't it? There's always something on Amazon. It's an empath. It's like witchy gifts. It's spiritual things. So there is actually a scent. There is actually a scent on Amazon called empath shielding smudge. So do not, y'all, this is my perspective on that. Do not spray that. Do not go on Amazon and buy that and spray it on yourself to think you're going to deflect narcissists. Like, I'm a super empath. Do not do that, y'all. That doesn't work. Boundaries. Put a boundary in your purse or your wallet. You know what I mean? And I feel like that helps you right there. It is smokeless and easy shared space. Meditation, essential oils. I was looking for the word narcissist real quick, but upgraded trigger sprays. Oh my goodness, y'all. It is that's a lot. But yeah, if you want to buy that. It's a small business on Amazon. I'm not trying to hate on that business, but there's a scent called empath. So apparently I was been wrong from the beginning. There's an aroma that's been concentrated called empath. But seriously, you set your boundaries, stay empowered, y'all. If you set your boundaries, learn how to say no. Typically, you're going to ward off narcissistic people more and more. You don't want to make yourself a target for a narcissist by just saying yes to every single thing. And if you do have strong boundaries at first, if you do have strong boundaries at first, keep those strong boundaries up. Don't drop them because you're attracted to somebody. Because once you drop those boundaries, the narcissistic person, if you're dealing with one, they have you. But you drop one boundary, why don't you drop this one? Why don't you drop this one? Keep your boundaries in place, y'all. I'm just telling you, boundaries help protect you who you are. Like I said, narcissistic people choose people just based on, it's just who they are, y'all. It's not just because you're an empath. It's not because you're a codependent person. They don't know that without knowing you. You see what I'm saying? So physical attraction plays a big role into it, and things like that. Physical attraction, your status, sometimes your status plays a role into it as well. Your social status, your financial status, that plays a role into it as well. So you just got to protect yourself, y'all. Who you are determines how the relationship goes, determines if you end up with a narcissist or not. Take your time, set your boundaries and things like that, and empower yourself. But anyways, y'all, like and subscribe for more. And as always, mental illness is out. Peace.